the solutions that Nokia has that will help people with COVID-19 is the one that we are showcasing here, which is the Nokia Automated Analytics solution. Basically, it aims to turn the camera into a sensor. So you put the camera there to monitor a certain area, and instead of having an operator trying to watch all the video streams, all the analytics are done in a very automated way to detect the crowd, for the management of the crowd, to detect who is wearing mask, who is not wearing mask, and alarm accordingly, to check if there are several people that are passing through a certain gate that they are supposed to be checked for temperature, to make sure that you send an alert so they can go one by one. And at the same time, if anybody is showing a little bit higher than usual temperature, then there will be an alarm for that. So it can help kind of automate the whole process and make it as seamless as possible and as automated as possible. So I had a keynote in the morning in the artificial intelligence track. My presentation was about the role of artificial intelligence in industrial automation and value creation. So I talked a little bit about how right now physical industries like mining and ports and transports, they're lagging behind in terms of the adoption of ICT technology. And this is reflected by the productivity numbers, where you haven't really seen a huge productivity numbers coming from this kind of industries. But what's going to happen now with COVID-19, it's going to be validating the importance of the digital transformation for every single industry, including those physical industries. And the value that can be created in those industries can be in terms of improved productivity, improved efficiency, improved safety, eliminating accidents, and at the same time you can improve the customer experience and the customer intimacy and build a knowledge base for all the information that are required for the operation of your industry. Then I went into some of the use cases and the applications that can be applied, and I had some examples in factories, for example, and one of the highlights was the factory that Nokia has in Finland, where it was labeled by the World Economic Forum as a Fourth Industrial Revolution lighthouse and as a factory of the future due to the extreme automation that we have there, and everything is operated by a private 5G network that we have in that factory. And I showed also some indication for the gains that happen in terms of the increase in productivity and also the reduction in the time that is required to build units. And I also touched on other industries just to show the value of automation, which is enabled by the myriad of technologies that will be used. And one of them is artificial intelligence. There's also Internet of Things, and obviously it will all be powered by 5G. So Nokia was selected as a partner for NASA to deploy the first cellular network on the moon by 2022. So we are working with them very closely on the development of this 4G network to transfer it to the moon. At the same time, we are working with one of our partners, which is Intuitive Machine, to integrate the base station for the 4G with their lunar lander. And then that base station will be communicating to different sensors and terminals and the rovers that will be roaming around and collecting information on the moon. And then all this information will be sent back on a Earthlink from the moon. So this mission will be unmanned, so there will be no crew on this. We will validate the possibility of operating a cellular network off-the-shelf 4G network and to remotely operate and maintain that network. And this is part of the tipping point program to do that validation. After that, the next step, there will be like to send astronauts by 2024. One of the astronauts will be a female astronaut. And then the ultimate goal for NASA, which is part of the Artemis program, that by the end of the decade, in 10 years, to have a sustainable, long-term human presence on the moon. So if everything is validated, then all this experience that is learned will be utilized to explore other areas and other planets, possibly including Mars.